Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Chris D. Redefined. You're going to jump right into the nightmare that has unfolded in Minnesota, in the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul. We all know what's going on there. ICE and DHS, BCP, or whatever they call it, Border Control, whatever they call that. They've descended upon Minneapolis, and some 3,000 boots on the ground there have disrupted and ended the lives of some Minnesotans. And so we all know the victims: Keith Porter, Renee Nicole Good, and now, as of yesterday, Alex Jeffrey Pretti. Renee Nicole Good, a mother of three, 37 years old. She was a poet, and she was shot and killed by ICE right in front of her wife. She was trying to drive away from the scene, not at all a threat to ICE agents, ICE thugs who killed her. And then after they shot her, as she was still alive, called her an effing bitch. And then yesterday, at 9 in the morning, Minnesota time, while an ICU nurse was trying to help a female protester observer who had been pushed down on the ground by ICE. He was trying to assist her getting up, getting in between her and the ICE agents so that she would not be further harmed. They grabbed him, threw him on the ground, and while he was surrounded by 7 agents, tear gassed in the face, his face was down on the ground. He is helpless. They found a gun he was legally allowed, licensed to carry. That state allows that. He was carrying. They removed his gun. It was no threat. He didn't have it in his hand. He had a phone in his hand, which I think they kicked away, but he had a phone in his hand, and then and nothing else. As soon as they saw the guns, one of the ICE thugs got nervous and shot him in the back while he was on the ground, tear gassed. And he was 37 years old, an ICU nurse who worked at the VA hospital, serving our veterans. And now his family is mourning him. His community is mourning him. The hospital, the VA, is mourning him. What a horrific, horrific thing. I don't even know what to say, except that those of you who have your head in the sand about what the United States is anymore, it is a dictatorship. You now live in an authoritative dictatorship. It is no longer a republic, no longer a democracy. We are not allowed, well, I don't live there anymore, but residents aren't allowed to protest. If you are not supporting Trump, then you are targeted. If you are high enough level, they will target you, as Don Lemon, the former CNN commentator and now a podcaster of his own, he has been targeted by Department of Justice. Basically, Trump's own legal arm that he uses to punish his enemies. Those of you that watched the film, the video of Renee Nicole Good's execution and now Alex Jeffrey Pretti's execution, if you are thinking that they in some way were threatening or trying to disrupt ICE activity, then you clearly are part of the cult, the personality cult, the MAGA personality cult, and you're far gone. I want nothing to do with you. Anybody that supports this administration basically loves cruelty, doesn't understand truth from lies, and are willing to be hypnotized by a sexual predator, a pedophile, a criminal, as determined by a judge 34 times. He's a 34 count felon found guilty in all 34 counts. And we all know he's a pedophile in the Jeffrey Epstein files. At least one of those witnesses, who, if you search for the video, you'll find it. She has testified, although on video, and then she didn't actually go in front of a court because of fear of what would happen to her. This young woman said that she was raped by Donald Trump years ago when she was 14 years old. And so if you continue to follow this disgusting regime of criminals, all of them, his entire cabinet full of criminals, then I just don't want to have anything to do with you. There's a podcaster, Texas Paul, and he just says, they're different from us. They're just different from us. We have a soul, we have a heart, we care about our neighbors, and they only care about cruelty in the name of owning the libs. That's all they care about. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about the well-being of our working families in America. They want white supremacy. They only care about white supremacy, male white supremacy, and Christianity in the name of Christianity. And they hate all minorities. Anyone who is not white, Christian, and a male, they'll tolerate a female because maybe you can produce some babies. As you can tell from everything from attacks on our voting rights through canceling mail-in voting or making mail-in voting extremely hard, to voting rights, threatening voting rights of women by making you produce American citizenship documentation before voting. How many people have an American passport? A lot of people don't travel outside of the U.S. They don't have a passport. And then if you've changed your name since birth, which many people have done, 78% of women change their name upon marriage, so their last name doesn't match their birth name. And there are other people that change their names just because. They're trying to subdue the vote. We all know the gerrymandering situation in so many states. And Democrats are fighting back now. But they are doing everything possible to make sure that MAGA, Donald Trump, and those billionaire interests, companies, corporations, they are controlling everything in our government. He controls, obviously, executive. He controls Congress. They have made sure they control Congress, and they control the judiciary. They control all three levels of the government, all three branches, so there's no checks and balances anymore. So what can we do as Democrats? Basically, we need to oust our House Leader Jeffries. He is feckless, meaning powerless, meaning flaccid. He says all the right things at the podium, and then as of just, a few days ago, he allowed 7 Democrats to say, yes, let's keep funding ICE when they had an opportunity not to. And Chuck Schumer, Senator Schumer in the Senate, currently the minority leader there, does it every time. He just did it a couple of months ago. He says all the right things at the podium, and then suddenly his part of the Democratic senators don't vote the right way. And then Chuck Schumer just says, oh, we lost. If you are really in control of the Senate and really cared, instead of folding when your corporate donors call you, and then don't put the pressure on the entire Democratic caucus to vote for the benefit of American families, then I don't want you there either. We need to oust Senator Chuck Schumer, replace him with Bernie Sanders, Senator Warren, or my favorite, Senator Chris Murphy. And there are a couple of others, Chris Van Hollen I like also. Not too many senators. In the House, we need to replace Hakeem Jeffries with a lot. We have a number of young Democratic representatives who are fighters and who don't care about corporate money. Robert Frost, Ayanna Presley, Ilhan Omar, Melanie Stansbury, Becca Balint, you name it. We have so many, Eric Swalwell. We have so many wonderful, very strong, non-corporate Dems in the House that we can replace Hakeem Jeffries with. We got to get him out of there. They've got their own corporate interests, Schumer and Jeffries, and they cater to them. It's very clear that that's what goes on. So let's get them the hell out of there, because we have to take control of the House and the Senate, and we have to run it for the benefit. We need to create laws quickly, like Zoran Mamdani is in New York City. Create laws quickly to help the American people. Abolish ICE, dismantle it, call it something else, and have it focus on a efficient and expeditious path to citizenship, reunifying families, and also integrating new citizens into society, into a productive American society. That should be the focus of ICE. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, needs guardrails. Yes, we need security. They need guardrails so that they cannot kill innocent American residents. We are not the enemy. So we need to make sure that DHS and BCP or CBP, whatever it's called, don't have any chance to kill American residents, because that's what's going on now. They're killing American residents. If you don't agree with MAGA, you're the enemy. So wake up, everybody. This is our only time. This is it. I would say the next 2 or 3 months is it. If we cannot get control of the Senate and the House, and there's a chance to, with some people stepping down, we've had a couple of deaths in Congress, we can get control, but we need to support Democratic, progressive Democratic candidates who can replace these people and replace our leadership as well. So get on the horn, write, email, call, show up at the offices of your 2 senators and the representative of your district, and make your voice heard. Now is the time. Get out in the street. Get on social media. Promote and restack or repost posts from progressive Democrats who you believe in, who have the right message, and let's get control of the Senate and the House. If we don't, we will never get back our country. I mean, it would be at least 2028. We'll lose that, at least 4. So we're looking at least 6 more years of what we have today, which is terror and execution in the streets of the United States of America. That's what we have to look forward to. And brown people getting scooped up and put in concentration camps. And everything that helps the American people gets defunded. So please, please, please get involved. Find out how you can volunteer. Find out what organizations in your area are helping poor American families, and get involved. Don't stand on the sidelines. We're not going to make it. Sorry to be so heavy, but we are at that point. We have lost our country, and we have to get it back, or else we won't for many years. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like my content, and I promise I won't be as, well, I hope I'm not as heavy in my next episode.